They won't clap for you until it benefits them. And that, my friend, is not just a hard truth, it's a whole awakening. When you first decide to dream, when you whisper your goals into the world, people look at you funny. They doubt you. They'll question why you want more than what life has handed you. Some might pretend to root for you, but you can always feel the emptiness behind their smile. They won't share your posts. They won't mention your business. They won't ask about your goals. Not until it starts to shine light on their own image. That's because a lot of people don't support potential, they only support results. And that's what separates real ones from opportunists. When you're building, when you're learning, when you're failing forward, it's silent. No applause. No echo chamber. Just you and your will. But here's where the emotional grit begins. You're not imagining things. That quiet you're hearing while you're giving your all, it's real. The people who watched you struggle, who saw you grind, who knew how badly you wanted to win, they didn't step up, they didn't cheer. Why? Because your rise reminds them of their hesitation. Your ambition reflects what they gave up on. It's easier to stay small when no one around them dares to think bigger. So your courage. It unsettles them. Your vision. It challenges the reality they've accepted. And people will reject what disrupts their comfort. But listen to me. That doesn't mean you should stop. That doesn't mean you're not worthy. That doesn't mean your dreams are too big. It just means you're early. Too early for their applause. Too early for their understanding. Too early for their reposts and recognition. You're not too much. You're just too soon. The truth is, many won't clap for you because they don't believe in delayed gratification. They want instant wins. Viral moments. Highlight reels. They can't see the quiet resilience, the early mornings, the lonely nights, the breakdowns between breakthroughs. They're waiting for the headline, not the hustle. So don't wait for their validation. Make your own noise. Be your own standing ovation. You don't need a tribe to start, you become the tribe. You attract the energy you emit. And when your light starts to shine so bright it can't be denied, that's when they come around. Now here's the twist. When you finally start winning, they'll come back. The same ones who ghosted you in your growth will suddenly resurface. The ones who laughed quietly behind your back will suddenly want to collaborate. I always knew you could do it, they'll say. We go way back, they'll claim. Remember me, they'll ask. And in that moment, you'll realize this: some people don't support you until your success serves them. It could be your cousin who never supported your business until you went viral. Your friends who never posted about your launch until your numbers proved you were a real entrepreneur. The old coworkers who talked down your side hustle, but now want your advice. Or even your ex, who once doubted you, now suddenly inspired by your discipline. That's the power of proof. But let's not mistake it for love. This isn't hate. It's human behavior. It's the psychology of self-interest. People are more likely to support what they understand, and often, they don't understand you until you become the outcome they've been conditioned to admire. That's why so many artists, creators, and dreamers are uncelebrated in their hometowns but revered by strangers across the globe. Familiarity breeds assumptions, and assumptions kill reverence. Your growth disrupts their memory of who you used to be. And sometimes, that's too uncomfortable for them to celebrate. But I want you to keep going anyway. Let them be confused. Let them question your drive. Let them scroll past your posts. Let them count you out. Because the longer they stay silent, the louder your success will sound when it speaks for you. And it will. The day will come when your consistency compounds into undeniable results. When your discipline becomes dividends. When the lifestyle you envisioned while crying yourself to sleep is the same one people now envy. They'll look at you and think you're lucky, but they won't see the years you went unnoticed. And here's what I want you to remember: their applause is not your permission slip. It never was. You don't need to be clapped for. You need to be committed. You don't need their posts. You need your plan. You don't need their support. You need your strategy. They'll clap when it's convenient. But you're building something permanent. You're the real deal. And real takes time. Real takes patience. Real takes persistence in silence. Let's talk about the silent seasons. The ones where your content gets no likes. Your products don't sell. Your podcast has 3 listeners. Your inbox is empty. Your support system goes ghost. This is the season when most people quit. Because we've been conditioned to measure worth by response. But the truth? The most powerful transformations happen in obscurity. Ask any tree. Its roots grow deep in darkness before it ever breaks the surface. Ask any athlete. The real training happens off camera. Ask any entrepreneur. The foundation is built in trial, not triumph. You are in your root season. No one sees what's happening, but everything is happening. And when the results start to show, when the fruit begins to grow, then suddenly, they notice. But by then, you'll be too focused on purpose to need their praise. This isn't about bitterness. It's about boundaries. It's about refusing to base your worth on external noise. You don't have to chase their claps. Let them chase your consistency. Because that's what really draws respect. Anyone can go viral. Few can go consistent. Anyone can trend. Few can transform. Let your work be louder than your words. Let your growth be your statement. Let your peace be your revenge. You don't need to post every win. You don't need to prove anything. Your presence, your progress, and your peace, they speak louder than approval ever could. When they do clap, and they will, don't let it distract you. Let it remind you, you've always had it in you. Because real validation starts inside. It's quiet. It's grounded. It's unshakable. When you move from purpose, not popularity, your whole life changes. You don't chase support, you become the support. You don't wait for community, you build it. You don't look for permission, you create your own stage. Let them watch. Let them doubt. Let them laugh. Because soon, they'll study your strategy. They'll ask for your mentorship. They'll try to replicate your process. And that's when you'll understand, you weren't just building a brand. You were building a standard. A new way of moving. A new level of discipline. A new vibration. You are the blueprint. You're not ahead of your time. You are the time. They may not clap for you now. But when your success starts touching their reality, when your wins start making waves, when your moves start making them money, they'll show up. But remember this, you're not doing it for them. You're doing it for the version of you that stayed up late. That cried in silence. That healed in private. That chose growth over gossip. That sacrificed popularity for purpose. That kept showing up when no one noticed. That's who deserves the applause. So here's what you do. Keep building. Keep posting. Keep writing. Keep showing up. Keep doing it messy. Keep doing it afraid. Keep doing it alone, if you must. Because the most powerful thing you can do in a world that waits to clap is to not need them to. Let your silence be your strategy. Let your consistency be your character. Let your journey be your justice. They won't clap for you until it benefits them. But by then, you'll already be on a new level. Unbothered. Unreachable. Unstoppable. So don't wait for the claps. Be the thunder.